however, the most important goal, as I told you, is like to get the precondition done, and see that they achieve the national or the nutritional security should be there, and there must be balanced production. Okay, so however, this system of MSP has failed to get these points right, and to get the sustainability or the objective of sustainability. Okay, so now because of this, MSP has relevantly changed, and government has made a lot of recommendations in the current scenario, and because of this, the government has changed the policy. So let us see how the government has revamped or changed the policy. Okay, so yes, let me write. The first one, MSP is announced for 24 commodities, after which starts the operational part of procurement of the commodities. Now the procurements are made at the MSP price, and the government has to ensure that the farmers do not get the price below the MSP. However, it is found that there exists no mechanism on the ground that ensures that the farmers are paid MSP, and it has been noticed that many times farmers are forced to make distress sale at a price which is below the MSP. Okay, so that is a very important thing. Now for instance, let me give an example. For instance, it does not matter for producer of pulses or oil seeds anywhere in the country, or for paddy and wheat farmers in, I'll give you examples of states: Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Assam, Bihar, and a majority of other states. So whether it recommends, that whether it is 500, or if the CACP has recommended rupees 500 for these states, or rupees 5,000 per quintal for their crop, there is no enforcement that this is the minimum price they will get. Okay, in these cases. So in these cases, what happened, the long exercises and recommendations made by the CACP is only made by paper. In fact, in general, these farmers are all deprived in these states which I mentioned. Okay, now the third point. So this is what the government has observed. So because of this, they have made some changes. Let us see what changes. Okay, so third, to make MSPs relevant to the country's present situation, requires changes in the criteria. So what are the conditions? What is criteria? Conditions made by CACP to arrive at a minimum price. Okay, to arrive at MSPs, and also ensure that MSPs are effectively implemented properly. Okay, and the CACP also must consider both the demand and also the supply factors. Okay, so for instance, if you wants to decide the account of cost of production, they have to see what is the supply and demand. Okay, so that time they can keep the MSP at a high price also. So in any situation, government buffer stocks will be kept idle and every stock should be utilized properly. Okay, so that is why in all such situation, it is important that MSP should be derived based on the demand and the supply factors. Okay, now another thing is inefficiency is also there. Okay, so due to the inefficiency built in the system, the farmers do not bother if growing a particular commodity on land that is unsuitable for its production will raise its cost and make land non-productivity in the long run. Okay, so this is exactly what is happening in the case of extension of rice cultivation of in Punjab and Haryana also, which is creating a very big host of environmental and natural resources problems in addition. Okay, so that is why fixing of MSP for political reasons and under the pressure of the farmer leaders leads to a neglect of society's preference for commodity. So what happens is political power, and due to the farmers, whatever they like or which crops they want to grow, based on that only the government will give the MSP price, but they will not see the society's preference for the commodity. And then because of this, there's a serious imbalance, which is the demand is not met and the production is not given priority for these products also. So everyone in India, including the political leaders, are convinced that this crisis and the farmer distress are mainly because of the low levels of MSP. Okay, now the quick solution to reach them is to increase the MSP. Now, however, when you are doing an analysis and when you correctly understand the situation, the problem is not MSP, but the problem lies somewhere else. Okay, so actually the Indian agriculture suffers from twin problems. So what is it? That is basically they don't know how to practice agriculture due to the small, and the land is small, marginal size is small, and also due to the monsoon failures. Okay, so there is a water issue and there is a land issue. So these are the most important thing. Moreover, the small size of land holdings, and then low productivity, then increasing production costs, then shrinking the employment opportunities outside agriculture, and also the declining growth rate in agriculture are the major issues. Okay, which cannot be simply resolved by MSP. So the basic thing is the story or the lack of agriculture sector development is not exactly MSP, but some other reasons. Okay, so I'll give you some facts, you will understand more this. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Now, according to the 78th round survey of the national survey, that is 2014, the estimated number of agricultural households, that is AHHs, in India is 90.2 million, who constitute, so this is a fact which I am giving you, 57.8% of the total estimated rural households, that is 156.14 million. Okay, so clearly you can see here that 42.2% of rural households, that is RHHS, are without, so that means they don't have any agricultural land, without any agricultural land. So government should provide them land. And now let me give you some more facts. These are the current facts. Now, among the AHH, 2.65% have only 0.01 hectares of land, and another 31.89% AHHS have land between 0.1 hectare and 0.4 hectare, and 34.9% have land between 0.41 hectare and 1 HA, that is hectare. So these categories, if you see, let me write down. So these three categories of AHHS gives a total, if you say, accounts for 69.44%, and they are being classified and are classified as, say, so they are being told, or they are being called as marginal farmers. Okay, so now let me continue. Now, if we add small farmers, that is 17.14%, the proportion of marginal and small farmers comes out to be 86.58% of the total. Okay, so this is the condition, and relatively if you see the economic condition of the agriculture workforce, so if you see, if they are given the higher MSP of over and above 50% of the crops production, the remaining crops are not given the proper MSP. So taking into account a large number of underemployed, and those are disguised, so what is disguised unemployment? Like, in a small piece of land, where the requirement of employment is only 2 people or 2 farmers, in that there are 7 or 8 farmers who are also working in the small piece of land. So in that small piece of land, the production is less compared to the supply and to the demand. And what is happening is, that is why there is a food crisis, and employment, that is called as disguised employment, because you do not require so much of labor for such a small piece of land. Okay, so now this is called as the agrarian crisis, and this is also called as the farmers distress, which you are reading a lot of articles of farmer suicide also. So this, as I told you also, this amount of farmers in India, it's almost 87% who are into this distress, and they have very small marginal farming. Okay, so now if it is not MSP, then where is the problem? So let us see that. Okay, so let us see that, and then what is the problem of the farmers in India? Let us see this. So let me write, the topic is, if not MSP, then where lies the problem? Okay, so the main reason, so what is the first reason? Let us see. The main reason is obviously not low MSP, but if you remember the land reform, so now the agenda is still incomplete. So, but the unfinished, it is not finished yet. So let me write unfinished agenda of land reforms. Second, shortages for irrigation facilities in drain fed areas. Third, technological backwardness. So there's a technological backwardness. Okay, no credit given. So there's no institution of credit, so no availability of institutional farm credit, lack of opportunities. So I will say no proper marketing. Yes, low levels of education, so low education and no skill. Okay, and then yes, I will write here we have a space, so there is a failure of manufacturing sector. So there's a failure of manufacturing sector, to absorb this excess labor force from the agriculture sector. So whenever, so that is like, because manufacturing sector is not working properly, so the excess amount of laborers who are not required in agriculture, we need to actually shift them to manufacturing sector, but that is also not possible because there is a failure of manufacturing sector. So we have to look beyond the MSP. So let us see how we look beyond the MSP. Okay. So let us see how we look beyond. So let me write here, look beyond MSP. So the first one is we have to focus on land reforms. We have to give access to irrigation, facilities. We have to increase the productivity of farms. We have to give them insurance coverage. So insurance coverage. We must give them public investment in agriculture, infrastructure. We must also give them education and skill development of farming population should be given. We must promote, so promotion of rural non-farm sectors. 8. Then we need to set up, so setting up of village level labor intensive industries. Okay. 9. We must give them loans, so provide credit by way of institutions. So this is all we need to do. So if we have great and proper institutions, then it will be possible for us to do. So we need to find an alternative to MSP, and there must be a price deficiency system. Okay. So the increase in the MSP, irrespective of the cost consideration, you have to see that, we have to talk beyond the MSP. So the CSP, if you talk also, is, there are several other problems related to cost of production used as basis for MSP. Okay, so there must not be any wastefulness, and when you're doing in the building of production process, especially when you're producing at the time of farming, there's a lot of wastage. Okay, so that should also, because sometimes we just grow crops and then we see that this crop is not suitable for the land, so then we have to clean the entire crop. So that is not, so that wastage should be avoided. Secondly, fixing MSP is based on cost of production, and you have to, you cannot neglect the income and the society's preference, so that also should be given. So cost criteria is also, so it is much important to ensure that the farmers do not in panicky sell their products. Okay, this would require some mechanism on the ground and some good political government or interventions should be there, so that the farmers are not forced to sell their produce below the MSP. Now, however, that, as I said, there is not any proper mechanism which is there where we can stop the farmers to not be in distress and sell in out of panicky. So unfortunately, and this is basically happening in sugarcane and cotton, so that is why you see so much of farmers are suiciding in Maharashtra and UP. And unfortunately, nobody seems to have raised this issue in public, that the implementation of the MSP is more important. Okay, so now we will discuss about certain commissions where they discussed about this agriculture issue of India. So the first one we will talk about is the Swaminathan Commission. Okay, now the Swaminathan Commission, I will give you some inputs of this. So yes, the Swaminathan Commission. Okay, now the National Commission on Farmers